What's going on, beginner guitar players? Today we are going to learn how to play the E chord, the A chord, and the D chord, all major shapes. Okay? First one we're going to learn is our E chord. Alright? Now we're going to start off, our guitar is tuned to E standard. We're going to start off by placing our middle finger on the second fret of the A string. Okay? Then we're going to place our ring finger on the second fret of the D string. Okay, so if you watched our last video, we've got that E minor shape at this point. Only finger we're going to be adding is our index finger. Alright, and that's going to be going on the first fret of the G string. Okay, and we're going to hit all 6 strings. And that's the sound we're going for the E chord. Alright, our next shape is going to be the A chord. And there's a little trick with the A chord that you can use when you're transitioning from the E chord that I'll show you. Okay, we'll show you the fingering first. Okay, first of all, we're going to place our middle finger on the second fret of the D string. Then we're going to place our index finger on the second fret of the G string. And then we're going to place our ring finger on the second fret of the B string. So we've got 3 fingers. They should be all bunched up right there, all on the second fret. It's a little bit hard to get at first. You know, your fingers aren't used to being all bunched up together like that. It'll get better as time goes on. Just keep practicing, okay? And the sound we want for that is this. Okay, we're only hitting 5 strings this time because our root note is the A string for the A chord. Worry about that later. Don't worry about that right now. And we're going to play that. And that is the sound for the A chord. And the transition that you can use actually between the E chord is going to come from our index finger. Okay, if you recall, the index finger is on the first fret of the G string, and we're going to have the index finger on the second fret of the G string for that A chord. So all we have to do is slide our index finger, and then now once we move our middle and ring fingers back into position, we're back on the A chord. Slide the index finger down, get the positioning right, back on the A chord. Slide it back up, E chord. Okay, so practicing that motion with your index finger still attached to the guitar, kind of as like an anchor finger almost, it can really help with the smoothness of your transitioning, and it can really improve your playing, especially in the beginning. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, last chord for the day is going to be the D chord. And kind of along the same line, you don't have to move your index finger anywhere. It's going to stay right on that second fret of the G string. Okay, now we're going to place our ring finger actually on the third fret of the B string. And then after that, we're going to place our middle finger on the second fret of the high E string. And this time we're only going to hit the bottom 4 strings. You're going to want to mute the top 2 strings and hit the bottom 4 strings. That's a D chord. Alright, so far today we've got E, A, and D. Okay, now if you noticed, as I played those 3 chords, watch my index finger. I'm not lifting it off the guitar at all. All I'm doing is sliding it into the next position. Okay, so definitely as you're learning these chords, as you're going through your practice, okay, be mindful of getting the correct sound first and foremost, okay? You know, you don't want to sacrifice speed over sound. Okay, so in the beginning, if you have to move your fingers very slowly, between these chord positions to get a good sound, that's totally okay. Go at your pace. What I'm simply saying with that little index finger trick is that it can be used to smoothen up your sound, especially as you develop your guitar skills over time. So hopefully you learned something with this video today, and we'll be back with another one for you real soon. Keep practicing.